Today we are discussing the importance of drawing from life and why not doing it could be damaging your artistic growth. What's up guys, Lucas here. I'm a concept artist and illustrator working for video games, and this channel is all about helping you become a better artist. So if that's something that you like, consider subscribing. Drawing in your dark room 24/7 can be hampering your artistic growth. I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why, and also for that I'm gonna head out myself, take you guys with me to draw in a cafe in the city center. So let's go. Let's start with the first reason, and that is relying on two-dimensional sources doesn't train the eye. See, it doesn't matter how good a photo is. A camera cannot reproduce the whole spectrum, the whole color spectrum that your eyes can perceive. So this point relates more to painting than to drawing, but I hope that you can still see the benefit that going outside and trying to paint from reality can make to your art. If you go out with your palette or with your iPad or whatever you're trying to see, you will learn much more about color and how light works against certain materials and certain surfaces, how reflections work, etc., etc. Than if you just simply go to Pinterest and start searching for, I don't know, golden reflections or metal reflections or whatever. And don't think that it has to be more complicated than it has to be. You don't have to go outside with the gigantic easel with the canvas and oil paint and a backpack and the whole thing. You can just literally sit on your desk, turn on a lamp and put a couple of objects in front of it, and that's it. You're ready to paint from reality, and believe me, that will give you so much more information than trying to paint from a photo. Another benefit of drawing from life, and this one is much more related to drawing, is our ability to perceive depth. If we rely only on using photographs for our practice, we are stripping this whole three-dimensional aspect outside of our capabilities of analyzing images. Transforming reality, like taking reality and turning it into a two-dimensional picture, is a really hard job. So doing that exercise, going outside or simply taking objects around your house and trying to draw them as your eyes can see them, I promise will train your eye, train your ability to observe, interpret, and then later reproduce those images in a two-dimensional surface. So yeah, it is super important that you start practicing it. And by the way, I don't think that I have explained that what I'm doing is drawing people that I see around walking by or sitting around in the cafe. So just in case that you're wondering where these heads are coming from, that's it. The second reason I have for you guys is that every art form that you consume is already a distilled version of reality. It doesn't matter if it's a photograph or a painting, illustration, graphic design, or whatever you have around you. It's already a consumed and transformed version of reality. And believe me, there is nothing wrong with using other artists' work, but the thing is that if you keep doing that, if we keep doing that, because I also do it often, is that our art will start having this certain used quality that you can see in every site, every art site online, where every artist looks exactly like the other one, and you cannot differentiate them by style or by message or theme. We are just all of us doing exactly the same thing. And this is not me trying to say like, hey, you have to go out and search for your own style because you have to differentiate yourself. If you go out and inspire yourself from the real world, I truly believe that you will see your own artistic vision come out, instead of simply relying on other artists to inspire you, or movies or music or whatever other art source you're using for your art. You're always in danger of just start replicating the vision of the original artist, instead of looking for the things that really interest you and inspire you. What do you want to say with your art? What do you want to draw? And there is also an even bigger problem when you copy other paintings instead of just relying on photographs. And this is something that I didn't realize myself until maybe a couple of years ago. So here's the thing: when you copy a photograph, you have all the noise and all the smudges of reality put into that photograph. When you copy a painting, on the other hand, you're going through a work that is already filtered and already worked upon. It's kind of like trying to cook something with a recipe instead of trying to yourself cook it. I don't know if I explain myself, but here's the thing. If you decide to make a master copy, let's say of Richard Schmid or Zorn or Sargent, because everyone does a copy of Sargent, you're copying a work that already went through the artist's filters. That, in case of a master, means that all the problems are solved, the values are grouped, the details are simplified, the colors are harmonious, even the composition is solved. So if you're mindlessly copying something, you're even better off copying a photograph, because then you have to at least solve all the problems that are already solved in a masterwork. And the third reason is that drawing from life, is just plain fun. As I said in a video that I published maybe like a couple months ago, yeah, it was a New Year's resolutions video. One of my resolutions was to keep enjoying life, because I really think that we as artists have the objective of saying something with our art, right? And our art is a reflection of our life perception. You can see this in many artists' lives, that they start going into hardships in life, and you can immediately see the reflection of those hardships in their art. On the other hand, you can also see, of course, moments of happiness where your art gets simply more colorful and the messages get much happier. And I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I'm just saying that if we do not experience life, if we don't experience if we don't feel ourselves emotionally, we will be empty when it's time to create something new. So as I said before, you don't need to actually go out to paint from life. You can do that in your desk, in your apartment, by yourself and alone. And I know that a lot of artists prefer that because we are not usually very social beings, right? The stereotype of an artist is that of somebody not very social. So even if you are that more introverted kind of artist, I hope that this reasoning would invite you or I don't know, make you at least go outside and do some plain art painting or drawing from life, because going outside makes you meet people, see new places, and simply experience life in a way that you wouldn't otherwise. And that is part of the fun of being an artist. I know because I have a couple of friends that are photographers. How do you say that? Photographers. That's how you say it. Photographers, and they say that the most fun out of their work is the places that they get to travel, the places that they get to see, and of course the people that they get to meet, because it is a medium that can involve other people. And just imagine how much richer your art would get if you can inject a lot of new experiences and new friends and new, I don't know, new stories that you can tell through your art. And those experiences, some of them at least, you can live them by simply going out and do both things at the same time. Do your art while going outside and experience life. And see, if all of this feels a little bit overwhelming, and maybe you have had, I don't know, a bad experience drawing outside or drawing in public, and you don't feel like giving this a chance again, or for a first time even, then I would say just start with a camera. Grab a camera. I'm sure that you have one laying around, and if not, then of course you have your phone, and just try to allocate an afternoon, a couple of hours to go outside, go to the city center, or go to a nearby, I don't know, green area, forest, whatever. Like every single spot around you, I promise you, has the chance of being a source of inspiration. So just go out, take that camera, and take some photos. It's going to be, I promise you, a nice experience, and hopefully you will enjoy it, and after that be a little bit more ready to try it out by painting or drawing, and hopefully see the benefits of that in your art. Welcome back, guys. I hope you liked the changing scenario. I surely enjoyed spending my afternoon outside for a change. Question, guys, have you ever drawn in public? I remember the first time that I did it. It was super embarrassing. I went to the city center with a friend and tried to give out free portraits, and God, the drawings were so bad that when we tried to give them to the people, they say like, no, thank you very much, you can keep it. That's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. Leave me a like if it was useful, and of course subscribe if you want more content like this. I'll see you guys in the next video.